Novello, and it's my absolute pleasure to be spending this beautiful afternoon of Friday the 13th with Tara O'Connell of Absolute Solutions. And being Friday the 13th, we thought the topic of our little chat would be around the scariest things that can happen to you in building a business, which is usually around not having enough time, not having enough money, and cash flow. So Tara is one of our clients and also one of our partners. And it's a real pleasure to talk to her today about her experiences and give you some really great insights into how partnerships can help you to achieve the business growth that you're looking for around the lifestyle that you probably intended to have when you went into business. So thanks for joining me, Tara.
My pleasure.
So tell me a little bit about your experience and your business and your experience of how you've grown your business through partnerships and I guess that whole conundrum around time, money, and how you prioritize where you invest your energy.
Absolutely. I think a lot of people go into business thinking that they will need to advertise. They'll actually need to spend money to get their customers or clients through the door. And they tend to go into business, trying to get one customer at a time. Certainly in my business Absolute Results, a lot of the clients that I have come to me at a point where they're quite frustrated because they've spent so much money on advertising, but their business growth is so slow. So they're quite frustrated. They're starting to feel a little bit like, have I done the right thing? Most of my clients are women, mostly mums who created these amazing startup businesses, very entrepreneurial, but have invested money because they wanted to stay at home and create these lifestyle businesses. But they've now spent all of their budget without the results that they wanted. And so by the time they get to me and they want to learn about PR and how we can do, virality campaigns, and I always say, imagine if all of the online businesses in the world were stars, how can we help them to shine brighter than all the other stars? And one of the keys to their success is introducing them to partnerships and introducing them to use someone, because without those partnerships, they're going to continue paying for advertising. Personally, I never pay for advertising. Yeah. The only paid advertising I would ever even consider is a very strategic Facebook marketing campaign. But I would certainly never subscribe to what you call pay and pray marketing. The other thing, a lot of them are paid to be, inside magazine covers, or they've paid to have, billboards or whatever it might be. You're still trying to get one customer at a time. And so for me, introducing them to you is a no-brainer, because to open the door to an umbrella, one umbrella that might have 100,000 or 10,000 or 1,000 customers sitting under it, it's just so much more strategic and so much more cost-effective than the old-fashioned, what I would term old-fashioned, pay and pray marketing.
And I know that, most business owners, even of any stage, even 7-8 figure turnover businesses, they've still got limited budgets. In fact, I was talking with one of the major airlines, and, they've got really limited budgets right now. So when you have a limited budget, and it's not just an issue to small business and micro business, it's an issue with any business where they've got to be really clever about how they do things. And so I think, one thing that I've noticed is that when people say to me, oh, I don't have the time or I don't have the money to make partnerships part of my growth, then my response to that is, well, if you're not going to grow that way, how are you going to grow? And you've got two ways of growing. One is to pay for marketing and to build your own list, which can be very slow and expensive. And the other way is to partner up with the right businesses so that you're reaching the ideal customer at the right time and getting that implied endorsement so that you get a much higher conversion. And in most cases, you don't even pay for marketing. So I'd love to quantify it. I talk about traditional marketing versus partnership marketing and why it's 14 times more effective. And I know you've got a really, really great example of a result that you achieved almost immediately after doing the Partner Fast. And I'd love to talk about that and actually quantify how you did it and what the value of that relationship was for you. And that's so far.
Yeah,